Okay, so today I am working on a project for a little thing that I'm doing with some of my friends. So I decided I would show you the steps. So I just started screen recording as I was working. At the start of this, you could see I've already done the sketch, so I'm just working on the coloring and stuff through this. But a lot of this line art, a lot of the line art doesn't take me very long to do. So I'll normally just do it really quickly, and it's harder for recording and stuff because just knowing that I'm being recorded makes it harder to work in general. So the character I'm doing today is actually a character I've already worked on a lot. It's an original character I created named Macy. She's supposed to be 17, and this is just like the digital version. The first drawings I had of her were actually just in my notebook, but over the past couple months, it's a pretty recent character. I've only been drawing it for a couple months, but over the past few months, I've really worked a lot on it and trying to flesh out the character. I'm not sure how good of a job I've done at that, but this is just what I've done so far. So this is just me going over it. The app I use for the drawing is Kleki. It's spelled Kleki. And I'm not sponsored or anything. It's just a free app I found that can work on Chromebooks. So I've just been using it for all my art because it works pretty well. It's better than most free installed things you could find. As you can see, I can do quite a bit of art with it, and I feel like I'm doing pretty good. Whenever I get more into art, maybe if I can get something where I'm actually making money off of my art, then I would probably invest in something that actually costs money. But since I'm not making any money off my art currently, I don't really have extra money to invest in buying a program. So as you can see in the corner from the picture, this is a character I've already drawn digitally, so I'm just sampling the color. I just sampled the colors. And with all these little details and all the kinds of stuff, it's just kind of what I've really just created at this point. It's kind of weird how I tend to just create a lot of characters, but yeah, I normally don't show them online just because I just really don't. But if this is something you guys are more interested in, I would love to hear about what you think about it in the comments below, and just how you think you would like this channel to go, because really I just made this whole channel to just have fun. So if you guys have a certain thing that you want to see more of, I'd be happy to do that. And so yeah, a lot of the process for me drawing this kind of stuff is just going over all the different colors and everything. It's really just it's a really long process. Takes forever. The smoke or the steam that I drew for this, I actually drew off camera because I didn't realize I was gonna actually be recording this. And after I made the line art and the smoke, I was like, oh wait, I should record this for a video. So then I started screen recording and everything, but that's why it was already mostly done. So I'm just kind of putting the final touches on everything. A lot of the layering stuff I use with this can be kind of confusing, but I think that's just with anything. So here it is. It took me, I want to say, around 2 hours to do the whole thing plus the line art. They normally don't take me all that long. And I think the 2 hours was more so because I ended up taking a few breaks here and there. Actually, 2 hours is probably a stretch. It was probably more around an hour. But so here, this part of the drawing took me forever. I don't know why. I just really couldn't decide on how I wanted it to look. So I actually edited out a decent amount of it because I just kept going over it and changing it over and over and over and over again, even though I think it looked fine right around the start. But so here's the final product of that. I'm not sure if this is really the best version of it, but this is what I ended up with. So yeah, a lot of the inspiration I get for art just kind of comes randomly. So I just will randomly be like, oh, okay, I have inspiration to make art, and then I'll just sit down and draw. As I'm recording this, it's around midnight, so yeah, my voice is kind of breaking, but that just kind of happens. Again, I was working on the mouth for this character for so long, and I don't know why. It really didn't change all that much. I had to delete a whole bunch of the footage from me just going over and over it again. And every time it was almost the exact same thing, just slightly different. But so, adding the shadows on these are always really fun. I find it really satisfying to just go around adding little shadows all over the place, really bringing the image to life. And as I say this, you're probably watching the footage and wondering why a lot of the spots are so choppy. I actually did go over it a little bit, but a lot of times I don't make I make the shadows pretty choppy. And there's the final product. Voila. Don't forget to like and subscribe.